आ, इस लाइव सेशन में हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे डुअल नेचर ऑफ रेडिएशन एंड मैटर, जो चैप्टर है उसके बारे में। और करीब मैं आपको ये आश्वासन देता हूँ, करीब 20 मिनट में पूरा डुअल नेचर मैं आपको समझाने वाला हूँ। ठीक है, सो अभी टाइमर मत स्टार्ट कीजिए, मैं देखता हूँ कितना स्लाइड्स है उसके बाद। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं डुअल नेचर। और डुअल नेचर शुरू करते हैं। मेरा हाथ में टाइमर आ चुका है, आप देख पा रहे हो 20 मिनट। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। तो डुअल नेचर में हम लोग सबसे पहले पढ़ते हैं प्रूफ ऑफ वेव नेचर ऑफ लाइट, दैट इज रिफ्लेक्शन, रिफ्रैक्शन, इंटरफेरेंस एंड डिफ्लेक्शन। प्रूफ ऑफ पार्टिकल नेचर ऑफ लाइट, फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट एंड क्वांटम इफेक्ट, पेयर प्रोडक्शन एंड पेयर एनिलेशन। टाइप्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक एमिशन अगर बोले तो थर्मो आयोनिक इफेक्ट जो होता है वो नीचे मेटल सरफेस से डायरेक्टली उसका इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जाता है। और फील्ड इफेक्ट होता है क्या, वो इलेक्ट्रॉन इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के थ्रू वो इफेक्ट होता है, तो ये इलेक्ट्रॉन की जाता है। रेडिएशन, फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक एमिशन क्या होता है, एक सर्टेन इंटेंसिटी में अगर फ्रीक्वेंसी में अगर रेडिएशन गिरता है तभी इलेक्ट्रॉन निकलता है। तो मिनिमम थ्रेशोल्ड फ्रीक्वेंसी चाहिए उसको इलेक्ट्रॉन को इजेक्ट आउट होने में। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट हर्ट्ज एंड लेनार्ड्स एक्सपेरिमेंट। हर्ट्ज ऑब्जर्व दैट ultraviolet rays are incident on a negative plate of electric discharge tube and then conduction takes place easily in the tube. अल्ट्रावायलेट जो ट्यूब है, then conduction takes place in the easily tube. Leonard told that when ultraviolet rays are incident on a cathode ray, uh, when ultraviolet rays are incident, oh my god, are incident on cathode, electrons are ejected. These electrons are attracted by anode, and due to complete path the photoelectrons current flows. When electron rays are incident on anode, electrons are ejected but current does not flow. Okay. Photoelectric effect, it is a phenomenon of ejecting electrons by falling a light of suitable frequency or suitable wavelength on a metal. It was explained by Einstein using quantum theory of light. The work function chi represents the energy needed to remove the least tightly bound electrons from the surface. It depends only on nature of the metal surface and independence of any other factors. Condition for photoelectric effect, energy of photon is have to be greater than the work function. Okay, this photoelectric effect for Einstein. Okay, experimental studies controlling factor, intensity of light and frequency of light is called experimental study of photoelectric effect. ठीक है. चलिए, आइंस्टाइन्स फोटोइलेक्ट्रिक इक्वेशन क्या होता है? आइंस्टाइन्स फोटोइलेक्ट्रिक इक्वेशन E photon equals to hv or hf. E equals to hc upon lambda. यह होता है E equals to hf. तो इक्वेशन ऑफ फोटोइलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट, काइनेटिक एनर्जी का जो फॉर्मूला होता है वो एच एफ माइनस एच एफ नॉट, थ्रेशोल्ड फ्रीक्वेंसी. यस, आई एम रीडिंग डुअल नेचर, राव साहब. ओके, सो काइनेटिक एनर्जी एच एफ माइनस एच एफ नॉट, काइनेटिक एनर्जी मैक्सिमम formula will be hf hc 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. Kinetic energy. Yes, thank you Rao Saab for commenting. Kinetic energy equals to negative. Impossible, कभी भी kinetic energy नेगेटिव नहीं हो सकता. Kinetic energy maximum work function. Graph between kinetic energy maximum and frequency, slope is a universal constant. Graph between potential difference, let's see, intensity equals to number of photons into energy of a photon by area into time. Intensity equals to P upon A. Intensity is directly proportional to number of photons. Number of photons increase, current increase. Thank you Rao Sahab. Thank you for wishing me best of luck. Intensity diameter number of photons increase, therefore current increase.
The townsfolk whispered. A child should be playful and outgoing, they said. But Ethan's father, Tom,
Number of photons increase, current increase. Intensity increase, the maximum kinetic energy emitted photoelectrons in photolay is independent of intensity of independent radiation. The work function of a metal is 2.3 eV. And the wavelength of the photon is 4.8 into 10 to the minus 7 meter. You have to convert it into. Find the maximum kinetic energy of the photoelectrons. Find the maximum kinetic energy. First we have to find energy 1240 if it is given in eV into 10 to the minus 9 divided by 4.8 into 10 to the minus 7. E equals to HV by 4.8 minus 2.3. Okay, question number 1. Next question number 2. Question number 3. The threshold frequency of a photoelectric metal is N naught. Threshold frequency of a photoelectric is N naught. Threshold frequency N naught. If the light of frequency O The threshold frequency of a photoelectric metal is N naught. If the light of the frequency is 4, okay. If the incident on the metal, then the maximum kinetic energy. Question number 4. Light of a frequency 1.5 times the threshold is the incident on a photosensitive material. What will be the photoelectric current if the frequency is half and intensity is double? Light of a frequency what will the photoelectric current if the frequency is half? Is the incident. So no photoelectric. Question number 5. When a metallic surface is illuminated with radiation of wavelength lambda, the stopping potential is V. The stopping potential is V. When the surface, if the same surface is illuminated with radiation of wavelength 2 lambda, the stopping potential is V by 4. The threshold wavelength of the metallic surface. The light rays having photons of energy 4.2 eV are falling on a metal surface having a work function of the stopping potential of the surface is Failure of wave theory of light. According to wave theory, when light incident on a surface, energy is distributed continuously over the surface so that electrons must take a time interval to accumulate surface energy to come out, but in experiment there is no time lag. When intensity is increased, more energetic electrons should be emitted, so that stopping potential should be intensity dependent, but it is not observed. According to wave theory, if the intensity is sufficient, then at each frequency electron emission is possible. When intensity is increased, more energetic electrons should be emitted, so that stopping potential should be intensity dependent, but it is not observed. According to wave theory, if intensity is sufficient, then each frequency electron emission is possible. It means there should be not be exact threshold. Oof. Oof. Okay, according to wave theory, if the sufficient intensity is sufficient, then at each frequency electron emission is possible. It means there should not be existence of threshold frequency. Einstein's photoelectric molecular light, energy emitted from a source propagates microscopically in the form of small packets. These are known as this. P photon equals to h by lambda. Rest mass of photon 0. Momentum of photon E by c equals to hv by c. Matter wave de Broglie hypothesis. Moving particles of matter should display wave-like properties under suitable conditions. Microscopic objects in our life do not show variation like their wavelength are so small beyond any measurement, but the wave character microscopic particles is significant and measurable. De Broglie wavelength of a charged particle. Consider a charged particle of mass m, q accelerated from rest through a potential v, then electron equals to lambda e equals to 12.27 divided by root v angstrom. Proton lambda p equals to 0.2863 divided by under root v angstrom. Neutron lambda naught 0.2021 under root v angstrom. Lambda alpha 0.1012 under root v angstrom. momentum equals to under root 2m k under root 2m q delta v. Lambda equals to h upon under root 2m q delta v. Electron lambda e equals to 12.27 divided by under root v angstrom. Lambda p equals to 0.2863 under root v angstrom. Lambda naught equals to 0.2021 under root v angstrom. Lambda alpha equals 0.1012 root v angstrom. The de Broglie wavelength associated with an electron accelerated by a potential difference of 81 volt is given by lambda e. (12.27 under root v). The de Broglie wavelength associated electron accelerated by. If the kinetic energy of the particle is increased 16 times its previous value, the percentage change in. Okay, first is lambda equals to h under root 2 mk. Then lambda dash equals to h under root 2m into 16k equals to 1 by 4 lambda. So lambda dash equals to 25% of lambda. 8. Question number 9. Question number 11. With what potential of an electron should be accelerated so that its de Broglie wavelength becomes 10 angstrom? Electron should be accelerated. Lambda is 12.27 under root v angstrom. 10 equals to 12.27 divided by under root v equals to 12.27 divided by 10 under root v equals to 1.227 v equals to 1.227. De Broglie wavelength for uncharged particle. De Broglie wavelength of lambda equals to h upon mv for gas molecules. H under root 3m kBT. Question number 12. The wavelength lambda e of an electron and lambda p of a photon of same energy E is related to lambda e equals to Find the ratio of de Broglie wavelength of molecules of hydrogen and helium at room temperature. Gas. Lambda H2 divided by lambda H. H upon under root 3m kBT1 divided by H under root lambda 3m kBT2. Lambda H2 divided by lambda H equals to under root 400 by 300 into 2 by 1. Question number 14. Light of wavelength 5000 nanometer is incident on a metal with a work function above the de Broglie wavelength. Lambda equals to H into MEK. Question number 15. If the de Broglie wavelength of photon and the Fourth particle are equal, then the ratio of the for alpha particle is equal. Okay, if the de Broglie wavelength of proton and for alpha particle E equals to lambda alpha. So H by proton equals to H by P lambda. In this experiment, drawing eye curve intensity at 30 degree leads to what to 4. According to de Broglie, electron revolve around the nucleus in the form of stationary orbits. NVR equals to NH by 2 pi. For nth orbit, it is n lambda by 2 pi r equals to NH by P. PR NH by 2 pi. NVR equals to NH by 2 pi. For both first orbit 2 pi r, the de Broglie wavelength of revolving electron will be first orbit n equals to 1. Done. So dual nature of radiation is done. टोटल 33 मिनट्स लगे, 36 यहाँ पर दिखा रहा है, हो गया। अब कुछ सवाल है प्रैक्टिस सेशन का।
नमस्कार, क्या आपको नजर आ रही है आपकी प्यारी प्यारी जगतनारी समाप्ति मैम। आई नो यू हैव बीन वेटिंग फॉर दिस लेक्चर एंड फाइनली बेटा मेरी थोड़ी सी तबीयत भी खराब है, लेकिन इट्स ओके बेटा, आप अच्छे रिजल्ट्स लेके आएंगे और मेरी तबीयत अपने आप बेटा। दिस ऑल बोलते हैं ना, जो भी मेहनत की होती है जब रिजल्ट दिख जाते हैं ना तो आपको ना वो पेन याद नहीं रहता है। आपके लिए भी वही बात है और मेरे लिए भी वही बात है। तो जिस तरीके से बेटा हमने पूरे 11th को बहुत प्यार से क्लास के नोट से रिवाइज किया था कम ड्यूरेशन में, ताकि आपका टाइम वेस्ट भी ना हो और हर एक पॉइंट बेटा कवर हो जाए। आई विल मेक श्योर 12th में सिर्फ
एवरीवन, वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून, वेलकम बैक टू मैटर का यूट्यूब के इस मोस्ट प्रोबेबली 22 कर चुके हो। प्लीज लेट मी नो इन द चैट। ओके, ठीक है। पे हो कि फास्ट लाइफ बैच पावर बैच, मेरे को पता नहीं था ये। बढ़िया है, आई डिडंट नो दिस। अच्छा है वैसे।
चलिए आज के लिए इतना ही था, और एक देखते हैं। चलिए मैं ये बंद करता हूँ, हो गया। बाय बाय, कल मिलते हैं।